Greetings, friends. Hello. Welcome in and welcome back. We have such a fun stream planned for today, y'all. It's going to be such a fun stream. We're starting off with some Stray Kids code. We're going to switch it up a little bit later, get on over to some more Itsy Its. And then finally, I'm going to catch up on a little wavy thing that dropped, looks like 7 months ago. And all three of these are going to be really exciting to finally check off the list. We are up to date with a lot of ZB1 stuff. That's why we're not going to do any today because we're already done. But now that there's been a bunch of Stray Kids code that's dropped, we've got stuff to catch up on. So, and we're still obviously doing Itsy Its because we're not quite caught up yet with that. So, exciting to be back. But I did promise an announcement. Y'all gotta forgive me. I finished eating lunch like 20 minutes ago and I'm digesting. But let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Once again, not going with a script because I sound like a robot when I try to do shit like that and I need to just talk. Let me start by saying that in my opinion, everything about this announcement is actually good. The last time I made an announcement like this, it didn't necessarily feel like it was good because I knew things were changing. And change is scary. This is actually also a change, but I think this change will be such a good thing in the intermediate and the long term that I don't think people are really going to care a whole lot, but things are changing. So let's talk about it really quickly. First and foremost, welcome in everybody. Good to see everybody in chat. It's going to be a fun stream. Thank y'all for coming through. Happy weekend to you all. Happy Saturday. Faith and I went to a little bookstore this morning. She got a book. And it was really cute. So we had a little date. It was fun. And now we're here. I had an idea yesterday. Literally yesterday on my way to work. And I did think about it a little bit. Until my CEO came up to me. And my CEO said, Ben, you've been doing a great job. We love having you here. We're very thankful we found you. And we're looking forward to hopefully bringing you on full time at some point. I love praise. I really do. I love praise. And so when that happened, I was immediately like, okay, this is a really good thing. Because I'm already working like 6 hours a day for them. I might as well just go the extra, 2 hours, make it 8 and be full time. Hopefully get some healthcare benefits, you know what I'm saying? But that obviously means that I have less time to be able to do YouTube stuff. And that's not fun. At the end of the day, I do have an ego. I try to put it away sometimes, but I have an ego. And per my tweets last night, those of y'all that follow me on Twitter, I'm not calling it X, never will. Per my tweets on Twitter last night, so some of y'all already might have an idea what I'm talking about, but I'm not ready to stop being the guy that you trust to react to all of the things that you like. I'm not done being the guy that wants to check out new things, wants to check out new groups, right? But also continue to catch up with old groups, old artists. I also don't want to stop being the guy that doesn't have time for Patreon requests anymore. Because some of my favorite things that I end up finding are stuff that my patrons, whether it's, from the gang and the enthusiast streams, or if I'm talking about the junkie requests that we do, where they get their own individual video or they end up in one of the backlogs. I'm not done doing that yet. I don't want to be done doing it. And I'm at a level of behind right now with stuff, just in general. It's not quite the end of March, but we're getting close. And I'm still really behind on a lot of stuff that I want to get to. For instance, we're doing the wavy content today, but I haven't even done the 10 song that dropped. I haven't even done that one yet. And that was like a week ago. So I have an idea. And I think some people are not going to like it, but I think most of y'all won't really care. And that idea is, this isn't really a discussion. I'm going to do this. So if you have an opinion, that's fine. Feel free to share it, obviously. Those of y'all that are in chat, I'm going to post this on YouTube as well, of course. So hi, everybody on YouTube. But I think what I'm going to start doing is, I can't make videos in the morning anymore. If they're bringing me on full time, I have to be out of the apartment by like 7 a.m. You know what I mean? I'll be waking up 6, trying to rush around, shower, all that stuff, and be out the door by 7. And so I can't wake up at 5 to do videos anymore, y'all. I cannot do it. My body is broken at this point. I can't be doing that. I have to sleep. I think what I'm going to start doing is, when I'm doing streams on weekends, but also possibly every so often a rogue like Monday night stream, a rogue Thursday night stream, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start reacting to stuff on stream. And I'm not going to use the high quality stuff anymore. And I'm not really going to edit through the videos. Those of y'all that have been patrons for a while, you know that we just sort of hop into it on Patreon. I keep those videos, it's really just I cut at the two ends and make sure the volume is as appropriate as I can get it. And then I put it up. And that's it. And if I start doing that on Twitch, if I start doing videos like that on Twitch so that my reactions that end up on YouTube, not only is it going to be fun for me because I get to do it in a stream environment. Low-key, at this point, y'all, right now, my favorite thing to do is stream on Twitch. Because vibes are always great in chat. Y'all tend to enjoy coming through and hanging out anyway. But if I'm able to do that, I can react to everything I want. I don't have to put things on the back burner. Granted, if something comes out on a Wednesday, yeah, I may not have time to be able to get to it till Saturday. But it doesn't mean that I have to have a hierarchy. I literally, y'all. Literally, I have a tweet. I have a saved, like, pinned tweet that I never actually go through of all the stuff I need to catch up on and in order what I'm supposed to do as I do it. Because that's how behind I am. And so I think tomorrow we're going to have our first stream where we catch up on a lot of shit. I want to do that 10 song. Let me just scroll through my recent releases. That's okay. So Changbin and IN dropped a video today. I didn't know about that. J-Hope, Mona Lisa, Ailey just came back. Tempest. I did Rocky. I did Stacy. I did Mark. But yeah, 10 dropped a song. The Nmix album. The Boys dropped a full album. I haven't gotten to that yet. And so I'm not ready to stop being that guy. I like checking out all the things that we do. We're going to keep watching content like this. We're going to keep doing content like this on Twitch for the patrons, right? Of course, those patrons, y'all come through, hang out. But of course, all of those videos would still therefore be on YouTube. No one has to pay for those. Those are normal reactions, right? But I don't have to, you know what I mean? I can catch up on everything. Is the video quality going to be lower? Yes. Is the audio going to be as crispy? No. But I don't think anyone comes to my YouTube channel because my videos are really high tech and I shoot with really expensive shit. Nobody does that. You come to the channel, I would guess, because you like hanging out with me, you like the community that we have over here, and you like the way that we enjoy and appreciate music and the artists that make it, right? And so I don't feel like I'm a little bit scared to make the call, but I know that it's the right thing to do because it means I can still get to all the things that I want to do, and it means that I don't have to take time away from spending time with my girlfriend. I don't have to take time away from going out with friends, right? I can come on here, I can stream, I can catch up on all the shit that I want to do, and I can have it up on YouTube while the stream is still going. I don't have to go through. Editing a reaction typically takes me like 10 to 15 minutes. You know what I mean? 10 to 15 minutes. And if I want to drop 4 videos that day, you do the math, it adds up really fucking quick. It adds up really quick. And so if I don't do that anymore, and we just, see, because I haven't done that one yet either. I haven't done the stupid idiot. So I've listened to the song, but I haven't reacted to that video yet. And that's on my list too. I want to do it. But y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all feel free to give me some feedback, but if anyone like disagrees, you're probably not going to be able to change my mind because I've kind of already decided on this. I would so much rather be able to check out all the things that I want than have my little intro music and everything come in. I just don't want to do that anymore, you know? Can't tell the difference between the video. Okay, well, that is awesome. I'm glad that that's not a thing, but I can tell the difference. I can certainly tell the difference. And I would imagine other people can too, but if most people aren't going to notice it, great. But like, we're not going to do the intros. We're not going to bother with the intro and outro music. I'm going to jump into a reaction each time. Yo, 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 welcome to the show. And that's it. And then we can just wrap it up. I cut it at both ends. Throw it up on YouTube. Y'all aren't waiting multiple weeks for me to get it together. I don't have to, you know what I mean? So yeah, I can't react to stuff day of every day. You know what I mean? Like I used to. But this way I can do my full-time job and I can still be up to date with all the things that I want to do. I have been thinking for the last like couple of weeks, I was like, I'm going to have to tell my junkies that I'm not going to be able to do this anymore next month. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to tell them they can't, they should just go ahead and downgrade to a different tier because I'm not going to be able to do it anymore. I don't have to do that if I do this. My junkies can stick around and keep giving me requests if they want to, if I do it this way. You know what I mean? And I think that's awesome. I think it's the perfect, you know, I can't believe I didn't think of it before. You know what I mean? The stream, I was going to say, the way that we still do the streams are still going to be the same. So no, the VODs can't stay up because we're listening to tons of copyrighted stuff. Obviously, it's better than doing it on YouTube because YouTube would just block a bunch of stuff. But here on Twitch, we can watch what we want. The VOD can't stay up. But when we do like the music reaction stuff, those little clips like in between, let's say, like in between when I'm reacting to stuff, those won't go anywhere. There's no real reason to upload it. You know what I mean? But when we do stuff like this, right, that we're doing today with the Stray Kids stuff, the Itsy stuff, the Wavy stuff, that's going to continue to be a Patreon thing because that's how we've always done it. And anyone that has a problem with that is kind of crazy to me because it's literally $2. It's literally $2 for thousands of hours of content. Anyway, but so yes, today's stuff will end up just over on the Patreon after we're done here on Twitch. But the way that we will do these streams now, y'all can see me react to whatever it is before it actually gets up on YouTube. So y'all have a little advantage. You Twitch goers will have a little advantage because if you are able to come through to the stream, you have time, you can actually see the reaction before it goes out, which is kind of cool. That's kind of cool. No, if we're putting it on YouTube, it doesn't matter because YouTube, well, that's the thing is like, I'm not going to do stage reactions. You know what I mean? If it's like a stage, that's when I would worry about it. But if we're just reacting to music videos and stuff, no, absolutely not. Because it's going to get copyrighted on YouTube anyway. So there's no reason to. The only reason I do that with stuff for the Twitch stuff is because occasionally you will have something like that where I have to literally trim out something so that I can upload it as like a VOD, the way that we normally do. But with doing the thing for YouTube, no, we would not have to do that, Travis. So that's a good point, but no. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like it's a really good idea. Yeah, slight downgrade in quality and stuff, but it means I'm saving so much time. So I don't know. I've yapped a lot about it. I'm going with this decision. I hope it doesn't piss anybody off. I hope people don't think I'm just taking the easy way out. But those of y'all that have been asking for the reactions for the last couple of weeks, I have been, you know, I will wake up, realize I have zero energy to actually do it, and just go back to sleep for another 30 minutes. Like for the last like couple of times, I have been waking up, recording, going to work because I didn't have enough time to be able to edit and upload, and then I'm editing and uploading at night. And so like I'm not even able to spend time with Faith. You know what I mean? Like I'm literally not. It's ridiculous. So I think that's what we're gonna do, and hopefully it's cool with people. I know some of y'all are gonna miss the intro music. I love the intro music too. It'll always be a very sort of iconic little moment piece for us. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That where is it? Yeah, so I won't be using that just because it's just, you know, it's just extra editing time. I'd rather just be able to get into it, enjoy it, and just cook. Yeah. Oh, also for when we do reactions like that, I will turn off the chat. I'll read chat as we're doing it, but like for instance, if we were pretend this screen here is actually like the start of a music video, what I'll do is each time I'll take away that and the chat box, and we'll just leave it like that. So like I'll still read chat and stuff, but I know some people, some reactors will do things strictly on Twitch and then upload everything to YouTube, which is what I'm about to start doing as well. But they'll leave the chat on, and sometimes their chat will be like really off topic. Y'all are really good about staying on topic, but I just would rather not have the chat reaction because it feels like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'd rather be able to read it myself while things are going, and if someone has like a really like, let's say, interesting point or something that I've missed, then it's like, oh yeah, okay, you know, we can talk about that. But I'd rather have the chat. Yeah. No, yeah, exactly. Someone says something crazy and we have to ban them or whatever. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. I hope y'all are cool with the idea. Because if you're not, get used to it, because that's what we're doing. Get over it. So appreciate all the support so far. Like I said, tomorrow, instead of doing general content for Patreon like we're doing today, gonna get into it. Maybe I'll finally get to that One We album, because One We dropped like a full album and I haven't been able to do it yet. I've been out for like 3 weeks and I haven't been able to do it. And so I won't be able to get all the way caught up tomorrow, but we'll be able to knock out a lot of stuff, and I'll be able to have a bunch of new stuff on my playlist to listen to while I'm at work for the week. You know what I mean? I had somebody hit me, was like, Ben, please don't forget about One We. And I was like, don't you worry. I have not forgotten. I'm going to get to 1 week, but yeah. So that's where I'm at. That's the plan. I'm honestly really excited about it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And it protects and gives me the opportunity to do my favorite thing, and that is just continue to have a pulse on everything. I have too many favorite artists to be putting everything on back burners like this. I want to be able to just listen. I want to be able to enjoy it. So I think this is the perfect solution. And like I said, I can't believe it took me this long to come up with the idea. But yes, YouTube viewers, I'm ditching you for now. I love you to bits. Expect a lot of videos tomorrow. Expect a lot of videos coming up tomorrow, y'all, okay? And that means patrons need to be on the lookout for those album reactions too, because we'll be doing some of those tomorrow for sure. I would love to get one of those full albums totally knocked out tomorrow. So, general, fun, variety, and reality type stuff today for the patrons that get to watch this later on. And tomorrow, turn those notifications on if you haven't already, because we're going to get to a bunch of music videos, maybe some performance videos, not stages, but like, you know, and yeah. I think every so often, like I was saying, I'm going to try to keep it in the afternoons on weekends like this, but I got to warn y'all, every so often there might be like a random one at night. And so I know that not all of y'all would be able to make that because time zones are a thing, you know what I mean? But remember, if I'm going to do one of those streams, you're really just going to be able to see everything on YouTube anyway. So you shouldn't have to feel guilty about missing that stream. I would never do general content like this. Reality, variety, let's say like survival shows. This would only ever be on weekend afternoon so that you can prioritize coming if you want. You know what I mean? We would only ever do like, let's say Stray Kids drops a brand new album, right? And it's a Monday. And I don't want to wait until my Saturday stream. I might go live that Monday night and just do it. Knock it out. Be able to say that I'm up to date. You know what I mean? And so y'all shouldn't feel bad about missing that stream, because that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to upload the video of the reaction, of the music video reaction, straight to YouTube, and then the album reaction will go straight on Patreon. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of y'all enjoy being able to be here for like each stream. So that way you don't feel like you're necessarily missing a stream, because you're still going to get the content. You know what I mean? Okay. If anyone has any questions throughout the stream, let me know. If anyone has questions on YouTube, y'all hit me up in the comments. I'll be reading everything. But like I said, I think this is the perfect thing for us. It'll help me catch up. It'll help me stay ahead, hopefully in the future. And it takes some of the stress and some of the things that were lesser enjoyable. Like I actually started, since I picked up the job, I sort of stopped enjoying editing as much. It just feels like it's something that I have to do to get the video up, because posting the video and interacting with everyone once I get to post the reaction, that's my favorite part. Obviously doing the reacting itself is really fun, because I'm like, you know, I get to lock in and it's fun. But I stopped really enjoying the editing, and it just sort of felt like a chore. And kind of funny that it went that way, because for the 5 other years that I've been doing this, I'd never had that problem. It wasn't that I overly enjoyed editing, but I didn't have like a problem with it. You know what I mean? Last couple of weeks, it's just been a drag to edit. And so doing this is also going to keep things, you know, but yeah, so. Okay. That's enough of explaining. Oh my gosh, I talked for 20 minutes. I'm so sorry. But, you know, I had to do it. Okay. Let's hop into stream then. Like I said, YouTube, we're ditching y'all for now. Come over on Twitch with us tomorrow if you want to get a first look at the reaction before it technically gets posted on YouTube. But yeah, that's another fun little thing for the Twitch goers, because y'all get to, if y'all are here, you can see the reaction gets posted later. Maybe still click on it and leave a like for me, you know, if you want to. You can leave a comment. But you get the ooh, I already saw this, you know, that's fun. Anyway, all right, YouTube, we'll catch y'all in the next one. Appreciate y'all. Like I said, feel free to leave some comments down below and let me know what y'all are thinking about it. And I'll see what I can do about answering some of those questions if you have any. But let's hop into stream for the day, okay? Let's get some Stray Kids code back under our belts, man. There's been so many of y'all that have been waiting on this forever, and we can finally do it. Let's go.